Hey yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a shaving video for New Year's and it is currently 11:49. So I'm literally going to be like shaving as it turns to New Year, which I'm quite excited about. Alright guys, so I wanted to do something a little bit weird today with the shaving, you know. I've tried to do it a couple of times before using the gel. Both times I've used it, I've been successful. But what happened was the first time I used it, I sort of took just the gel and I just put it on my face and I used the brush to foam it up. And I used way too much. Like it was literally like as I was foaming it up, it would like fly off like to the side and stuff. And there was bits of foam going everywhere. It was insane. So this time I'm going to be... Oh yeah, and then after that, this one I did on video. I remember I took the lid to my puck, the Wilkinson Sword foam. I took the lid and I sort of squirted some in here and I foamed it up like as if it was a puck. And that worked, but the moment you added water to it, it just disintegrated. It did not keep foam. Like, once you added water to it, it did not want anything to do with being foamy, you know? So, today I'm going to use it the way they advise you to use it, which is you get a little bit on your hands, you then start rubbing it in, and it foams up in your hands, then you rub it on your face, and then you shave, you know? The equipment's the same as usual. You know, I'm still using the Wilkinson Sword Hydro 3 razor. The razor on it is fairly new. It only has literally like one shave on it, which is pretty cool. So yeah, let's get into this. I've already washed my face. I should probably put more water on my face, but yeah, no, I'm not doing it. You don't have to shake it, but I personally shake it just because that's what I'm used to. When I use the foam, when I shake the foam, you're meant to shake it first, you know? You're meant to like make it foamy, you know what I'm saying? So, there we go. It smells still like soap. It does. They're not scented, you know, it just smells like a very clean smelling soap sort of thing, you know. I quite like the smell. The pucks out of all my soaps certainly smell the strongest. Like when you use the puck and the brush, like you can smell that I've been in the bathroom using it sort of thing, you know. Did I use enough? Oh yeah, I used enough. Alright. My moustache doesn't really grow, so I'm not... Do I need some more? Alright. I think that's a little bit too much, but that's fine. Alright, there we go. Oh yeah. I was gonna go just full crazy and let me get some more foam here. Alright, I was gonna go like full crazy and use that other razor I have, the Protector 3. But if you remember last time I used that, it did not work good at all. Like, like half the foam melted, and not the foam. I mean, like half my hair got like stuck in it, and it got clogged so quickly. Jeebus. And like it stayed clogged, you know. I didn't even like, even if I wiped it in water and stuff, it did not want to go, man. Like, jeez. All right, I look a bit crazy right now, but that's cool. So yep, Hydro. Wait, that says Wilkinson Sword, and then on the other side it says Hydro. Wait, is it this way? Yep. And then there's the Hydro, and this is the 3 because it has three blades in the cartridge. But yeah, like I said at the beginning. It's coming up to New Year's. I have exactly 8 minutes. I think 8 minutes. I have 8 minutes ish. Yeah, 8 minutes. I'm really bad at math. Alright, anyway. So, yeah, now we all know the past 2 years have been dreadful, like absolutely horrible and stuff. So here's to wishing us to a very nice next year. I don't like to say that I myself am like one of those people who like can like predict the future and stuff, but something inside me is saying that something good's gonna happen next year. You know, like I think something like great is going to happen next year. I don't know when it's gonna happen. I don't know what it's gonna be, but you never know, man. I'm hoping. Okay. Oh yeah. I just thought I'd like prune myself up for New Year's. But yeah, so like, whew, some stuff has gone down this year. The UK right now is a shambles. But yeah, for sure, man. So the thing with New Year's, especially making videos about it, is that it's almost like talking about religion, you know, because there are people who are happy at New Year. There are people who are sad at New Year's, like they don't look forward to the New Year. There are some people who just look forward to the New Year, like get me out of this year type of thing. Hang on. My camera's closer to me than my own mirror, so checking out the hairs is almost kind of easier on camera. That's the first time anything on camera is easier to do than without it. But yeah, so in terms of the foam, it certainly looks better this year. Yeah, jeepers. It certainly looked better this time. Now, you know, it's fairly foamy. I do think you need to use a little bit more than you think you need. That's just in my opinion. A man is allowed to have his own opinion, ain't he? For sure, man, about 4 minutes left. What I like is near where I live, there's 2 parks behind us. There's a park way in front of us. And then there's a park even further than that. So when they go to the park that's further away that way or further away this way, it sounds like, you know, like in the movies when there's mortar shells, like during the war, like World War II type movies, when there's like mortar shells and stuff. It sounds super cool, like just to hear all these distant explosions. I'm not saying I want a war to happen, I'm just saying it sounds pretty cool. Hell yeah, look at that, oh yeah. Making myself all sexy for the New Year's fairy. There's no New Year's fairy. Right, so we're getting to about the 2 or 3 minute mark. So if any of you are stoners, pack a bowl, you know, roll your joints and stuff. We're gonna celebrate this together. I'm gonna post this video once I finish editing it, by the way. So if you live in the UK and you see that I randomly post a video at like 1:30 in the morning, that's why. I'm literally posting this like once I'm done with it. I do think I could have chilled like setting everything up, because like I looked at the clock and all of a sudden it was like 11:40 and I was like, oh damn. So I quickly set everything up, and it was like, what did I say in the beginning, it was like 11:49 or something. Yeah, 11:49. I could have definitely chilled out with it, because now I have 2 minutes and I just know I'm gonna get to that 12 o'clock mark. I'm gonna have like half my face shaved and the other half not. It's gonna be it's a shaving video, what do you expect? So like this time I put it more, so that yeah. Oh yeah, that's better. Get a little dab of that here. Now my moustache, as you've probably seen, doesn't grow as quick as the rest of my beard. So on my second pass, I usually only do like my beard, you know, not my moustache. So yeah. I'm trying to like stall it so it turns midnight as I'm like foamed up, so like, I don't know, I look goofy like this. Never mind. Oh, 11:59. Oh, right. Let me just wash my hands from the extra foam. I can make this a thumbnail, man. Let me hurry up. Oh my god. Okay. I had my phone this entire time, right? You can see there, 11:59. Okay. I'm excited for this, man. Alright. Right, here's to a good year, guys. Hopefully it's better than the last. I have a feeling it's going to be, but we're going to see, man. I need this thumbnail, bro. Come on. It should be a couple more seconds now. Come on, the video's getting boring. Let's hurry this along, man. Can you guys like hear the fireworks outside? Oh my gosh, like it literally sounds like, hey, there we go, 12 o'clock, happy new year, guys. Yes. All right, there's the thumbnail. I'm just gonna finish this pass and end the video. Yeah, it should be quite good. The foam itself is quite thick, nice, yeah. It's quite thick and nice too. So I actually really love that. That's partially why I like using the puck with the brush, because even though the foam is like a thin layer, it's like a fairly thick and it's like nothing hit me. Did I bend the blade? Because I cracked the. Okay, never mind. Watch out, because it like touched the like sink like hole, like where the water comes out. I'm probably gonna get like salmonella or something. Not salmonella, like some sort of skin infection or something. But yes, man, happy new year. One thing I was saying earlier was there are some people who are happy at New Year's because they're like, yes, a new year, new me. That's another thing. If you're doing that new year, new me thing, let me know like what your plans are. Are you gonna work out? Are you going to read more books? Are you going to eat less candy? Are you going to try and be with your family more? Like, what are your resolutions, that's it. What are your New Year resolutions? Oh, resolutions, oh, Jesus Christ. I crack myself up sometimes, man. I really do. Dude, those fireworks are going off now, jeez. Oh. I didn't realise that was there. Fuck yeah, man. Like I said earlier, all my stoners, man, light a bowl. You know, I know it's not New Year's in America yet, or like if you're in Canada or anything like that. But you know, like celebrate with me here. I don't have my bowl or anything, so I can't do anything. But hell yeah, man. We're about 13 minutes. Pretty good, I'd say, man. In case it's your first time watching me shave, when I reach like my chin neck area, I go across, but instead of going all the way across, I go from the middle outwards, and then if afterwards there's still like some heavy stubble, I then resort to going from the out in. So that's personally what I do. That's the way my hair grows. That's another thing with shaving, is trying to go the direct, like at least for the first pass, go the direction with your hair. So I go down. Maybe if there's a little bit of stubborn like moustache hair, I'll go across, but that's about it. You know, save the going sideways and upside down and every which way. Save that for the later passes, you know, like the way I personally do it is for a regular shave, because I have like special shaves when I go to like see special people. Maybe I'll record one of them, like the next time I have to do one, but it's basically my normal shaves. I do 2 passes, and the first pass is going with the grain, you know, and then the second pass is I go across the grain, you know. Now sometimes what will happen is I'll have to do like a third pass where I only do my neck to get the extra bit of stubble. Yeah, I'll just because I haven't made a shaving video in a while, I'll do it, you know. Oh yeah. With cartridge razors, don't be afraid to give it a little bit of pressure. You know, never give it pressure with a safety razor. Safety razors, if you give pressure, first of all, there's more risk of it cutting you. Second of all, it irritates you, man. It's like your face was like your ass after a curry night, and like putting pressure is like the diarrhea the next morning. You know what I mean? It hurts, man. By the way, enjoy that nice little analogy I gave you. Alright, let me just wash off the razor real quick. Dude, yes, new year, man. I mean, if you guys follow the news, this year might not be the greatest year either. If you guys been keeping up with it and like keeping up with the news like on TikTok and stuff and people talk about it. But I personally have my hopes up, because right now hope's all I have left. So oh man. So what have I been doing? Oh yeah, today I was flying some FPV on that little micro DIY FPV drone, and one of the worst things that I think could have happened to it happened to it. The circuit board on the inside of it gave out. What actually happened was one of the ESCs broke. The ESCs are basically what tells the motors like what to do and regulates them and stuff. Technically the flight controller tells it what to do, but the ESC sort of just make sure that they're doing it, sort of thing. That gave out, so I had to throw it away. You know, I mean, I'm upset about it, but I'm kind of glad that I'm getting a new one, just because the new one's going to come with its own motors. So all I have to do is put an FPV camera on it, change the battery connector, and I'm good. You know, I don't need to change every motor. The way it broke was kind of weird, or at least weird to me. What happened was I was flying and then I crashed. You know, you crashed in FPV. It happens quite a lot. And what happened was, even though none of the motors were spinning, like my throttle was at 0, you know, the motor was, one of the back motors was spinning. And I was like, that's kind of weird. So I thought what happened was during the crash, the gyro got messed up, because that happens sometimes. When you crash really hard, the gyro sometimes just gives out, like, it doesn't know which way is like the right way up, and you know. So, oh yeah. You can like hear the hairs getting cut. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear it. But yes, like I was saying, one of those was just spinning on its own. So at first I was like looking at it, because first when my drones crash, I take like a physical look at it, you know. And what happened was the LED for that motor wasn't lighting up. So I thought, oof. I thought, okay, so what I thought was going on was that LED was basically like a sort of capacitor sort of thing. So the current would go through the LED first, then it would go through the motor and giving it power. So I thought, right, I'm just gonna see what's going on with this LED and fix it. So I opened it up. Oh yeah. So I opened it up, and basically what happened was the positive wire basically melted. Like the whole thing was like black and melted, and it looked like it had way too much current going through it, which is super weird. Maybe one of the capacitors did break, or maybe that's because literally the ESC broke. So I thought, okay, so I got some positive wiring from one of my other like spare battery connectors. I cut off a bit with positive wiring. I soldered it up to the pad. I soldered it up to the LED like positive stick, you know, because LEDs have like 2 sticks. I soldered that up. I checked out the negative wire. The negative wire was completely fine. Oh yeah. Okay, so as I was saying, the negative wire was absolutely fine. Then I decided, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try and plug it in. Like while the drone's open, I thought this is gonna be great. I can see what's going on. Plugged it in, the motor starts spinning up. So I was like, okay, so it wasn't the LED. So I thought the motor itself was broken. So I went because for Christmas my girlfriend got me a bunch of motors, which is super nice. Like I need to like marry her now basically for it. You know, I mean, micro drone motors are in general cheap, but they're not cheap like to the point where you can just go out and buy every single time you break. You know, like I only do it because I'm like, right, well, it's either I go without flying or I spend this £7 or £10 or whatever, and I get a new motor. You know, so I go into the stash, I get a motor, I solder it on, plug it in again. That one motor, brand new, like. So I then did something. I mean, I was a little bit angry at this point, you know. So I unscrewed the solder. I unscrewed the circuit board. I lift the whole thing off. I look at the bottom, and that motor's FET, like that motor's ESC FET, like it was popped. Like all the others were like black and smooth and flat and everything. That one, like the middle, like was like bulging out, and there was like a white little dot where the whole thing just opened up. So it must have popped, exploded. I don't know what you want to call it. One of my ESCs went out. So that happened. I was like, oh no. Because the thing with toy grade motors, at least the majority of them, is you can't find the circuit boards on their own. Like if I could find that circuit board on its own, like with just the antenna on it, no motors, no battery connector, I would get it. I would totally get it. I would totally replace it, and I would totally put everything from the old one to the new circuit board, and then put that circuit board in the old frame, you know. But I couldn't do that. So I've got to buy a new one. I was gonna keep the top half of the frame and like screw it to my wall type thing, but I want to paint it like when I get rid of it, like not when I get rid of it, but when I hang it up, I want to paint it. So what I decided to do is get a new one, and then when that one breaks, like that will be sort of the end of DIY FPV. You know, like after that, unless I'm using like a professional frame with a circuit board, I'm not going to DIY myself a new drone. I was thinking of buying like a regular like Yixing trash can type thing, like tiny whoop type one. I know you can get it's by Yixing. It's got the flag. There's a version of an American flag and of the British flag. I want to get that one. Those are like 60-ish quid, which is a lot of them about 120, 150. Some of them sometimes 200, you know. So I think 60 for one is going to be quite good. Plus, like, I fly it indoors. Like I touched my mic a whole bunch now, I'm sorry guys. But I fly indoors like 95% of the time. Because I was going to go out and fly outdoors for the first time after the New Year's, like because everyone gets drunk at New Year. So I was going to wait until after the New Year's season to go and outside and fly. I had the perfect location. I was going to do like a bit going like through like gates and stuff, and then going underneath benches, but then it broke. So it's unfortunate, you know. But it happens. I'm reaching 24 minutes, so I'm just going to hurry up here. Yeah, I mean the shade feels nice, you know. It's a shade. What can I say? I don't know why I said it like that, guys. I'm sorry. Right, so I'm done. Oh, I've got cream in my hands. Right, let me just. Oh yeah. Okay. All right, guys. So I am done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, Happy New Year's. You know, remember to comment down below what your New Year resolutions are. That's it. To remember the word, I have to say revolution, and I was like, oh no, resolution. But no, like, let me know what you're doing for New Year's, you know. I personally don't have anything planned. Like, I'm not making any promises, you know. Like, I'm not saying in 2022 I'm gonna get skinny, or in 2022 I'm going to do this or that or the other, you know. So I hope you all have a great holiday season. And yeah, remember to like, subscribe. I will see you later. My next video will probably be Gelsoft related, just because I got that new scope and I want to see how accurate it is. And yeah, have a awesome night, guys. I'll see you later.